Morning guys, this is John here, Forex Fire, Swap Money Concepts, and today this video is the first sort of vlog diary of something that I'm sort of practicing with. I've been trading for around I'll say around about 4 years. I've been part of a bigger team, bigger sort of community for about 3 years, 3 and a bit years. And since that time, I've learned a lot of stuff within the community, helping others and others helping me. And it's sort of progressed me along my journey of Forex, which I highly recommend being part of, to be fair. Not only that, I've sort of built a little community myself, and I have a Discord channel where I've given my knowledge into that group where people can come along and go through a few training modules. And I set a few bits of homework here and there. But on top of that, I'm sort of documenting something right now, which is helping me sort of trade or understand the markets a little bit better. And again, there's method in me madness with this, is because the bigger picture that I'm part of, we trade a system called the Ninja Trading System, okay? And it's a fabulous way to trade. There's a lot of people catching a lot of pips, although what I do day to day doesn't allow me to be a scalper. It doesn't allow me to be in front of the charts, although I could do it if I got in from work late on a night, but that's not a worry. I'm more of a long-term trader. Now, what I mean by that is I like to sort of look at the markets, look at the structure, understand the structure, and then set my limits. I set limit orders. Now, I'm using an indicator. Like I say, I'm not one for using many indicators, if I'm honest. I don't use, or I don't use them as such. But I'm going through a process at the moment where I'm doing a set and forget system, okay? This is based on parameters of a certain indicator, which is telling me this is an area of interest for an entry, and this is an area of interest for exit strategy, okay? And we're doing this over the course of the Christmas period, right? So we've had the COVID, we still have the COVID playing havoc with the markets. We've got the elections have been playing havoc, and then we've got Christmas coming, so the markets up and down like this. So on the basis of a set and forget, what I'm doing is just that, to be fair. I'm just looking at them, looking at the parameters, and we're doing a base, what we call a baseline structured test. So we've got a flat line base structure. On top of that baseline, what we're doing is going into week 1, we are doing a 4-hour chart. We've done the Asian session. Now, if you want to know how well that's done, by the end of that week, we sort of got around 1,008 pips, which I was very surprised at. I was very surprised at, simply because the Asian markets can be slightly slow, okay? This week, this working week, we are going to do the London session on the 4-hour time frame using the same sort of entity, the same sort of indicator. And I think this week's going to be a total different story, simply because the markets on the London sessions are very volatile, okay? We're going to see what it brings, but I'm going to be bringing something else into the mix, okay? We're going to sort of massively up the game with this. And again, guys, if I fall totally flat on my face with this, I don't care. It's simply because I'm looking for a baseline level on what works, what doesn't work. I can implement and take things out of that baseline structured sort of scenario and see whether this had worked, this hadn't worked, so we can just brush that aside. So we take the best elements out of that very sort of baseline test, and we jot down in a journal what's worked, okay? And we're going to be doing that over the course of the 4-hour time frames on the Asian, the London, and the New York, okay? Going into next week, we're on the New York sessions. Going into around about the 2nd week of December, we are going to get even more busier. We're going to be doing it on the 1-hour time frame, and we're going to go back to the Asian sessions, then the London sessions. Then we are going to be going to the New York sessions, okay? But on top of that, like I say, this is it's not so much a do or die situation. That we need to know the baseline structure of just how well this test or this indication will work, and from there we take the best bits out of it. But I'm going to throw something else into the mix. I'm just going to share my screen with you right now. Let's have a look. We are going to give this a try, okay, and I'm going to base this into the London session of this week. I'm trying this today, right? It's called an FTMO challenge. Now, a lot of you have probably heard of this. This is on a trial, okay? I must stress this, it's on a trial basis. And on this trial basis, it's given me clear money, basically. And it's given me different stipulations to sort of to get through. Let's just click on the button, see if I can find what them stipulations are. It's given me, I've got to trade a minimum of 5 days, okay, to tell me, obviously, I've not traded anything yet, I'm not passing. I've got to, can only do a maximum daily loss of 1,750. Again, we've not traded so far, we're passing this, which it goes without saying, we have not sort of killed the account, so to speak. A maximum loss of 3,500, again, not traded, so this is passing. We've got to hit a target, a profit target of 1,750. Now, this is in the space of, I think it's 14 days, this trial, okay? The end date, it hasn't got my first day of trading platform MT4, FTMO, get my teeth in. But from there, guys, this here, you can then sort of progress yourself with a little bit more of an understanding if you're ready. So it's a bit like going out for a test drive or going out for your driving lessons. You can come to this, but you can only do one challenge at a time, okay, doing the free challenge. I do believe there is other things you can do on this. Once you pass the free challenge, you get the 70% profit split for the traders. There's custom trading apps, there's an account analysis. I've had a look at this, it's a full breakdown of how you're doing and things like that. You've got a mentor app where you can put in certain parameters that you don't want to break. So if you get close to them or you have surpassed them, you will be giving yourself a little bit of a warning flag this year. We maybe should stop trading from there. Again, these guys, they cover the losses. There's a performance coach and a scale and plan, okay? Now, what happens is when you accept the challenge, and let's say you go through the trial, what happens is you've got around about 1, 2, 3, 4 different types. You've got a 10,000, okay? For a 10,000 account, there's certain stipulations you've got to proceed to hit. It's around about 155 euros. Which let's just have a look. 155 euro in pounds, that equates to around about just under 140 pound for the challenge, okay? You've then got, you can up the game and say you want to go for a 20,000 account. This is going to be a 250, and let's have a look. €250 in pounds. That's basically going to be 223 pounds or thereabouts. And you get the drift. As you go up, you can go as high as going for a 70,000, which again is going to be 540 euros, and there's a one just below this. That's 480 pounds. Might as well have a look at this last one. And then there's a 35 one, which is going to be 345, which is round about, let's take a look, around about 306. The one I'm going to be sort of interested in is the basic, the simple one for a 10,000 for around about 130 odd pound, give or take, where we are at that current climate for the price being. I'm looking to implement the banker strategy most certainly, but using this baseline test. Okay, let's go back to the client area. Using this baseline test, and again, you can try this for free for 14 days. And just stop the share. And what I'm trying to base this on, I'm saying where I'm at a base level using this, not strategy, because that'll be the wrong word to use, not using the strategy. I'm going to be using this indication to see how it works with the trial. So that is the preference of what we're doing moving forward. So we'll document that and see how we go. So hopefully I'll do another video a bit later on and you can see where we are with that, guys. Okay, thank you very much.